Welcome back to Matt Talks Football. It's match day 35 in the Serie A and we are all for it. I mean, we just don't know what is going to happen. The title race is going right down to the wire after Inter's mishap in the last week. Napoli are finally in the lead after a long time. Can they handle the pressure and stay at the top until the very end? Then you go for those European places. I mean, from third place Atalanta up until 8th place Fiorentina. You have six teams. You have six teams. Sorry, with 6 points between them, and all of them fighting for those European places. You come down to those relegation places, and again you have about 5 to 6 teams fighting it out to stay in the league. Serie A is really tight this year, and we are going down to the wire. So let's go ahead and make our prediction for match day 35. The first game, it is Torino versus Venezia. It is 10th versus 18th. Torino, unfortunately, I think it is basically done. They are not going to get relegated. There's no chance for them to qualify for Europe. It is going to be a mid-table finish for them, but they would love to finish in that top 10 of the table. Their form is abysmal going into this game. Just 1 win out of the possible 5, 3 defeats along the way. They are playing against a Venezia side who have won just once as well, but they have 2 draws to their name, and Venezia know how important this game is. If they win this game, there's a big chance that they come out of the bottom 3 as well, and they're going to look at this game against Torino, against a side who really doesn't have much to play for in the league right now. And I think Venezia are going to take their chance. It is under light as well, and I think they are going to surprise Torino and get the job done here. I'm going for a very hard fought, very close 1-0 win for Venezia. Then you have Parma versus Como. It is 16th versus 12th. And now Parma, they are still not safe. They would feel quite a lot safer if they get 3 points in this game, because there's still a chance that they might get dragged there. They're like 6 points away from Venezia, who are 18th. So as I said, they are still not safe. There's still a chance that they might end up getting relegated. It's a very tough game against Como, who are in a really good form. Currently they are winning games, and they are trying to get into the top 10 as well, because a side has been really good recently. And I think unfortunately for Parma, they are going to suffer a defeat here. I think Como are going to come at their stadium, and they are unfortunately going to defeat them. I'm going for a very convincing 3-1 win for Como. Then it's 14th versus 12th. It is Cagliari versus Udinese. Cagliari, yet again one of those teams who at the moment are on 33 points. There's an outside chance of them, having a very bad run of form at the end of the season and getting relegated. Their form currently is really good. If I'm being very honest with you, 2 wins in the last 5 games, just a 1 defeat in the last 5 games. They are playing against an Udinese side who are all over the place. 4 defeats in the last 5 games, and they are in a very dreadful situation. Sorry. Cagliari are going to look at this game, and they're going to sense that there's a chance that they'll get a win over Udinese, and put even more space between them and the teams below, so that they they don't end up dragged into that relegation battle. And I think they are going to get the job done. I'm going for a 2-1 win for Cagliari. Moving on, it's Lecce versus Napoli. It is 17th versus 1st. Lecce, they are winless in their last 5 games, 3 defeats and 2 draws, playing against Napoli, the league leaders. They are undefeated in their last 5 games, 4 wins and a draw from their last 5 games. And let's be very honest, there's no other result that is going to happen in this game apart from a Napoli win. Unfortunately for Lecce, I think this might be the weekend where they end up going into that relegation zone. I think they are going to lose, and I think they are going to lose quite convincingly as well. I'm going for a very comfortable 3-0 win for Napoli. From one title contender to another, it is Inter versus Verona, a 2nd versus a 15th. Now both these teams have lost their last 2 games, and that has really hurt Inter especially. They have lost their lead at the top of the table. Before that, Inter had won a couple of games as well. Verona, on the other hand, they are winless in their last 5 games, 3 draws, and then as I said, they have lost their last 2 games. Inter have to win this game no matter what. They are still in the Champions League. They had an amazing game against Barcelona in the first leg. Second leg, it is going to be at the San Siro, so it is going to be quite an interesting situation which team Inzaghi puts out for this game, because they need to win this game, and then they have a game against Barcelona on Tuesday as well. But I think they are going to have enough in the tank for Verona, and I think they are going to get over the line. I don't think it's going to be a good game. I don't think it's going to be an entertaining game of football, but I think they are going to just get that job done. I'm going for a very boring 1-0 win for Inter. You then have Empoli versus Lazio. It is 19th versus 7th. Empoli, yet another one of those teams. They are 19th. They are winners in their last 5 games, 2 defeats and 3 draws. Lazio undefeated in their last 5 games, 2 wins and 3 defeats. 3 draws. So both of these teams are in a different situation. Lazio fighting to get in those European places. Empoli fighting to stay in the league. But I don't think Empoli unfortunately are going to get anything from this game. I think Lazio are going to get a win and they're going to get huge 3 points for their run to qualify for Europe. I think it's going to be an easy win for Lazio as well. I'm going for a 2-0 win for Lazio. Moving on, it is Monza versus Atalanta. It is 20th versus 3rd. Monza, I think they are going to get relegated this weekend. Unfortunately, they are losing games left, right, and center. Atalanta, on the other hand, they themselves have basically ruined their title chances. That the last month they would want to forget all the progress that they made was undone in that last month. But they are still fighting for those Champions League places, and they have an easy game here, I would say, and they are going to get the win. I just don't see any other result apart from Atalanta win. I think, and it's going to be a convincing win as well. I'm going for a 4-0 win for Atalanta. Then we have a massive game. It is Roma versus Fiorentina. It is 6th versus 8th. Two of the teams are trying to get in those European places, trying to get into the Champions League places. Both of them are undefeated in their last 5 games. 3 wins and 2 draws for both of them. Roma under Ranieri have been amazing. The way he has turned their season around is really special. Fiorentina, on the other hand, they are fighting for the Conference League as well. They played the semi-final last night. They lost, so they are going to have that on their mind as well. They are gonna welcome Betis for the return leg as well. I think this game is going to be a really good one. This could turn out to be the best game of the weekend in Serie A. I expect goals and a lot of them in this game, but I just don't see a winner. I'm going for a 2-2 draw between Roma and Fiorentina. Then it's another massive game. It is Bologna versus Juventus. It is 5th versus 4th. Just 1 point separate these two teams. Just 1 point separates Bologna from being in the Champions League. Instead of Juventus. Both of these teams are in an amazing run of form. Just 1 defeat in their last 5 games, 2 draws and 2 wins for both of them. I think it's going to be a very good game of football, and I think this is one of those games where Bologna are gonna surprise Juventus and they're gonna get the job done here. I think they being the home side, that is an advantage for Bologna. I think it's going to be a very tight game, but I think Bologna with the home fans, they are going to get it over the line. I'm going for a very hard 2-1 win for Bologna. And we end the weekend with Genoa versus Milan. It is 12th versus 9th. Sorry. Both of these teams, basically are going to finish in the mid-table. Their form has not been that good for Genoa. Just 1 win in their last 5 games. Milan themselves 2 win in their last 5 games. And as I said, there's nothing to play for in this game. Both of them are going to finish in mid-table, but both of them would like to finish in the top 10. Especially Milan. If they don't finish in top 10, I think that's going to be a very big disaster for them. I think it is going to end up in a draw though this game as well, and I think it's going to be a boring draw as well. I'm going for a 1-1 draw between Genoa and Milan. And with that, my predictions for match day 35 in Serie A are complete. Let me know in the comment section below, do you agree with my prediction or do you disagree with them, and what are your predictions for the game? Let me know in the comment section below. Like the video, share it as well, click on the notification bell, and of course subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to get to 500 subscribers before the end of the season, so still like a month to go, so please go ahead and subscribe and help the channel out. Until next time, bye bye.